Hi everybody, welcome to Live with Chaudhry. We've come to the end of day one here at Hammersmith for the Oxford Global Formulation and Delivery event, which is also running the Immuno event as well, if I get my teeth in properly. And I'm delighted to catch up with my good friend, Philippe Tschopp from Glatt, who actually I saw earlier this week in Coventry at Making Pharmaceuticals. So I thought, first time in ages actually, I've got to sit down and talk to him properly at two different events. I would get his opinions on the two events he's attended this week as a visitor. First of all, Philip, it's lovely to see you, my friend. How are you?
I'm very good and happy to see you again.
Yeah.
Twice in one week.
Yeah.
More than ever before, I think.
Yeah, it is more than ever before. So, it's good to see you, my friend. Now, I know, because I see you at so many other events throughout the year, and you do a lot of events, I know, both from a marketing point of view with Glatt, but also you go and network with a lot of different people. I want to get your views on the events so far this week that you've attended. Two very different events, obviously Making Pharma, exhibition with a conference really, and free. And now here this week, obviously we're at Formulation Development, which is a paid for conference with an exhibition. From your perspective, how have you found the both events? Let's talk about Making Pharma first of all. What did you think of that?
So, absolutely completely different events, as you just said. I attended Making Pharma quite some time pre-pandemic,
yep.
And now I attended it last year. I think it has improved massively, and not only from attendance but also from the conference program.
Yep.
And I think for an exhibition with a conference, the conference might not be the most important, but it attracts people.
Yep.
So I think they very well designed the conference program, and attendance was up, especially at the first day. So I was very happy the first day. Second day usually in an event might then be a little bit more slow, but it was an absolute interesting event for us as well.
Yeah, great. And I also think, and I'm sure we talked about this at the show, having the talks on the exhibition floor does make a difference. I know not all the talks were on the exhibition floor, but there were more than previous years, which I think makes a difference in terms of keeping people on the exhibition floor.
Absolutely, because the people that go around the exhibition, they more likely then go to the conference and they remain in the room, so this is important for the exhibitors. So I was very happy with this setup as well, yeah, absolutely.
Brilliant. Now, obviously, this is a very, very different event, and I think this is the first time you've attended this event. So, again, honest opinions, what's your view on this event, and what have you liked, and what do you think could be better?
So, I like the conference program. Honestly, I'm more in small molecules, so there was one stream, but based on the current trends in the pharma and biopharma industry, of course, there is a lot of biotech and large molecules. I like the setup, how it is presented. For me, 4 streams is a little bit too much, but people come here to learn new things, to exchange. There were, at the same time, there were a lot of possibilities to network. I think the setup also with the one-to-one meeting preparation was excellent. I had some very nice and interesting conversations. So all in all, I'll be back. For sure.
Well, I'm sure the organisers will be delighted to hear that right now. I'm surprised I was not running here with a booking form, but that's fantastic. Now, one final question I will ask you, though, is that, as I said, you do go to a lot of different events. So from your perspective, and by the way, viewers, we haven't prepared this, so I'm checking these questions out, Philip, ad hoc. What event do you think gets it 100% right, or is there any event you think which gets it 100% right in terms of organisation and making it right for the exhibitors?
That's a very tough question, but I have my 50 cents to it or 2 cents to it, doesn't matter. I think people look for education and networking. So everybody that makes it happen, that also there is networking possibilities with the exhibitors. It's good that exhibitors have a speaking slot, because this attracts the people then to go to the booth and have an opportunity like we just had here, networking drinks. This gives possibility to talk in a more loose, more friendly environment. So this all helps. Keep it compact. I think it's good. Also with a lot of people, but having a good mix between industry, vendors is also key, I think. Yeah.
Brilliant. Fantastic. Well, look, Philip, I can't leave actually without asking finally. Because I know obviously you work on our Pharma excipients, which has grown massively over the last few years in terms of as a website. But I know you do a lot of LinkedIn, and we were talking about LinkedIn before we started recording this. I mean, for viewers watching this now, would there be any tips you'd give to people to make the most out of their LinkedIn activity?
So, as everybody says, if you work on LinkedIn, and you know it better than myself, sharing content that is relevant for your target audience, for your followers. I personally do not watch too much the LinkedIn algorithm because I would not be able to post as much as I do. So for me, it's really, what do I want to share with the people? Is it relevant to them? I just met somebody who said, Philippe, I watch your content on a daily basis and I pick out something. So I think this is more important for me than just growing, right? So it's a network that can be used to share what is at your heart and giving added value to the people. So that's why I think I do how I do and what I do.
Fine. And one final question.
Final.
Because again, you and I have been talking about this, and I've talked to a lot of people about this as well. Do you think salespeople use LinkedIn enough to get their personalities over? Because I have this discussion, you've been talking about this off camera, but I've talked to a lot of people about this, and the number of salespeople I know who are really reticent to either get their faces on LinkedIn with even a photograph, or if they do that, are too scared to write anything. Do you think it matters what someone writes on LinkedIn as long as they get their personality, or do you think they have to follow a certain prescription?
Good question. First of all, I think it's important to be out there. As a salesperson especially, you want your face out there. If you then can add a message to it that is relevant to the people, even better. But most of the people I know that you describe shy away because they don't have a message, so they don't even show up on the platform, which I think is a pity. So whatever you have to show, start it, try it. You never know what happens tomorrow, but it's better to do something which is not perfect than to do nothing and not be out there, right?
I agree, and I think that's the great thing about LinkedIn, because you can do something which might be wrong, but it'll only be there for a little while, and then people move on, and you can learn from what you did, and you can try again, and that's the great thing.
Absolutely.
Well, Philip, look, this is supposed to be a very quick interview, but I like talking to you, mate, and we've ended up nearly an 8-minute video. So, on that note, I'm going to say enjoy the rest of your evening. It's lovely to see you, and hopefully, I'll see you at CPHI Milan. Hopefully.
Yep. Potentially before DDF Summit?
Maybe if they let me in, you never know. So, but if they don't, never mind, I'll see you here. But regardless of that, it's good to see you, my friend. Enjoy the rest of your time in London, and I'll hopefully catch up with you soon.
Same over here.
And viewers, thank you for watching. As I said, follow Philippe on LinkedIn if you don't already. He's got loads of great stuff, particularly if you're involved in excipients and you're involved looking for a CDMO as well. And check out Pharma Excipients, their website and their LinkedIn page. They've got loads of great information, again, if you're involved in that space. So once again, Philippe, thanks for your time.
Thanks a lot, and follow Ritzman.
Yeah, well, hopefully they're watching this, they are already. But then, until next time, as always, stay well and stay safe. Bye-bye.